Hi, I'm Rachel from Away with the Fairies, and today we've got another fairy garden tutorial for you. This week I'm going to show you how to make an edible fairy garden, which includes lots of lovely fairy houses and edible plants. So we've got strawberries, lettuces and a tomato, and it's a great way of getting kids interested in gardening. So I thought this would be a really fun summer project to do with the kids, to get them into some vegetable gardening. So what I've done is just got a large seed tray from a local garden centre. It's plastic, it's already got plenty of drain holes in it, and I'm just going to fill it with some potting compost. So we thought the concept of an edible fairy garden would be fun, because it would be something for the fairies to eat as well as you. So we're going to plant up some of the vegetables now. We've got a nice tomato plant, which is going to go at the back because that's going to get quite tall. That's Gardener's Delight, which should be nice and prolific coming into the summer. So I'm just going to put that in the corner here. So next I'm going to start adding some of my leaves. This is a nice mix that I got. We've got some oriental cabbage, some mustard, some nice sort of spicy greens. The kids might like something a little plainer, but these are going to be good for us and our fairies. So I'm just going to start adding some of those around the edges of the garden. So as you can see, I've just dotted the lettuces around the garden. I'm just going to add the last one here at the back now. They're all a variety where you can cut them and then they'll grow back. So you can literally just cut off a few leaves for your salad that evening and they'll continue to grow. Now I'm going to add some fairy houses because they're quite a big part of the scheme. So I want to add them at this stage just to see where the rest of the plants are going to go. So I've picked things with a vegetable theme. We've got our corn on the cob house. As you can see, this house has got loads of lovely details. It's got a little solar panel around the back, so that charges up during the day, and then at night all the windows light up and the little bug light and the outdoor light. So that's going to go in this corner over here. I'm going to put it in between the tomato and the lettuce at the back. Now I'm going to add the toadstool house, also known as Cosy Corner Cafe. Again, it's got loads of details, a solar panel on the back, a little gnome poking out of the top, which is really cute. So that's going to go in this corner in between the lettuces. Finally, I'm going to add the striped gourd house, which is really cute. It's got an opening door, really nice arched windows all the way around, and a really cute chimney. Now what you can do with these kind of houses is add one of these little battery operated tea lights, which will send you if you order one from the website, so it'll light up like the other houses at night time. I'm going to add the striped gourd house to the front corner of our edible fairy garden. That's going to look cute there with its little opening door. So because it's such a lovely sunny day, I thought it might be nice to add a little pond for the fairies so they can have a little dip in it if they get hot. So I'm going to put that at the front of the edible garden. And the other nice thing about this particular accessory is that you can add real water. What we sometimes do is add fizzy spring water, so it's like a fairy jacuzzi. Okay, now I'm going to add the fairy patio, which I'm going to put out the front of the corn on the cob house. Now the good thing about this is you can then add some furniture for the fairies to sit round in the summer. In this case it's a table and stool set. So on a nice summer's evening they can enjoy the view of the pond and their vegetable garden. Okay, now I know where some of the bigger elements are going, I can add my strawberry plants. So I've got a couple of different varieties. Elan, this one's called, that's going to be really prolific. So I'm going to add that to the front here. So I've got one other variety of strawberry here, this one's called Fragoo. That's got a nice hot pink flower and it trails as well, which is going to be lovely. And that's going to go next to the toadstool house at the back. So this shed has opening doors and it reveals all the fairies' tools and Wellingtons, sun hat, everything the fairy could need for vegetable gardening. Now I'm going to create some pathways with some coloured gravel. As usual, we're using an aquarium gravel. You can also get decorative stones from a local garden centre, or you could even spray your own with a spray paint. But these are a lovely purple colour, so I'm going to create some pathways between the houses and the other accessories. So it's nice if the fairies have got some pathways so they don't get muddy while they're trip-trapping around the village, and it also adds a bit more colour and interest, breaks it up a bit into sections. Now I'm going to do my usual trick of covering the areas of bare earth with moss. So this just helps finish the garden off, and it also helps with water retention as well. After you've watered it, it keeps the soil nice and moist, which is going to help the plants. So this is something I've just collected locally. Again, you can buy it, or you're going to find it on trees and rocks. So just collect it up and then cover the areas of soil up. You can go around the entire garden doing this. I'm going to add some little accessories now just to finish the garden off. I've got some really cute things, little fairy garden sign. I'm going to put that around here. So I'm going to nestle the fairy garden sign in here, and then I've got a really cute little fairy chair. I'm going to put that by the pond so the fairies can take in the view. I've got a really cute leaf wheelbarrow and pail set. That's going to help the fairies keep the garden nice and tidy. I'm going to add the fairy sundial, and because it's sunny today, it's actually working, which is brilliant. So I'm going to position it right because it's nearly 1 o'clock. So now the fairies can tell the time, because of course fairies don't wear watches or have smartphones. Finally, we're going to add a little fairy to your scene. Every fairy garden needs a fairy, and a couple of little fairy pets as well, some cute little sleeping cats. So we have a cute little fairy here. She's holding a teeny tiny kitten, and some fairy sized pets, a couple of sleeping black and white cats. So I'm going to add them to the garden now. So I'm going to put the fairy in here next to the pond. She can have a little cat friend next to her, and this sleeping cat can have a nice perch on the chair there. So I'm really pleased the way this garden's turned out, and I think the fact that it's an edible garden just adds a great fun element to it, and it also shows kids that they can grow their own food, which is brilliant. And don't forget to water it. It is going to need a lot of water. I've got a cute fairy sized watering can here. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you have a go at making any of these fairy gardens, and even post some photos would be fantastic. So thanks for watching. I love making these videos, and you can subscribe to the channel, or please comment below, and we love to hear from you. Thanks, bye bye.